Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever questioned whether you are in a living dream? At the sound of the chime, you will realize nothing around you is real. All yours, Oliver.
So okay, you're running down the street in a city that's one part where you grew up, one part the set of MASH, and one part the tongue of a giant head that looks like your friend. It's a little scary, especially with the lizard men chasing you, but hey, at least you've got a big laser gun and you're pretty sure you can fly. Oh, but now you put down the laser gun. Why did you do that? And every time you try to fly, you just sort of hop a little bit before your crushing guilt over never returning any of Wolverine's phone calls keeps dragging you down. Next thing you know, the lizard men have you surrounded, but that doesn't matter because in the next instant the whole scene vanishes to be replaced by something from an old movie you watched just before going to bed. Dreams. Dreams are okay, I guess, but wouldn't it be better if you had a little more control over what you could do with them? For example, you could turn left instead of right, fly up instead of down, or just turn around and beat the shit out of that axe murderer that's been chasing you around the giant chessboard. If nothing else, it'd be nice to at least be aware that you're in a dream, so it's a bit less frightening when you're devoured by a swarm of angry Hitler bees. That's where lucid dreaming comes in. Lucid dreaming is simply dreaming while being aware that that's what you're doing. It can also expand to being able to take control of your actions as if you were awake, and as I've already colorfully suggested, it can be a great way of dealing with nightmares. But as if all that wasn't enough, American psychophysiologist Stephen LaBerge has conducted tests that have proven how certain individuals are able to control their perception of time while dreaming. That is to say, they'll sleep for 10 minutes, but in their dream they can choose to experience it as being much longer or shorter. The downside to lucid dreaming is that for most of us, it's not particularly easy to do. Different individuals, no matter how much they practice, will only be able to do it once a month or maybe many times a night. There are lots of ways to try inducing lucid dreaming, however, some of which involve gadgets, and in my own experience, the most useful method I've had is simply trying to make a point to remember my dreams every time I wake up. Dream journals can of course be quite useful in this. The method of induction I've had the most luck with is one where whenever I come across a clock or something else with numbers or letters on it, I look away and then back again. If it reads differently, then I know I'm in a dream. There are also lots of new agey trappings that surround lucid dreaming which may put you off, but I'll happily wade through fields of green crystals and cherry-picked religious principles in order to have the number one benefit for getting the hang of inducing lucid dreaming: extra life. Think about it. If you can control what you're doing and you're aware of what's happening, then you're not so much losing hours to sleep as you're taking turns living in different realities. A second life, if you will, where you can do unearthly fantastic things for $0 a month and you don't even have to worry about 4chan ruining everything with a flock of winged cockbeasts. Yeah, I think I'll give my recommendation to that.
I think anybody would endorse something for not having millions of computer-generated flying phalluses flooding the skies, which I guess rules out my endorsement of Oliver's birthday party last year. That raised so many questions.
You don't know him?
You don't know enough about him!
Introducing Sean McClane! Sean McClane, seriously. These sounds and more can be found within the guts of
Sean McClane.
Oh.